With Scott Broom now. Scott is along the National Mall where supporters gathered, and hopefully they got to see just a glimpse of him before he went into that tunnel at Capital One Arena.
Yeah, listen, I've been out here standing in the cold with all the people since about 10:30 this morning, so we're all dressed for ice fishing, kind of like on Lake Winnemachilimamoc or whatever you might call it. Anyway, listen, this is 3rd Street. The mall is right here. This is where this huge event was canceled because of the weather. So throughout the day, and let me show you some of the pictures we took earlier today, this has just been kind of a parade. One person described this as sort of like a tailgate at a football game kind of atmosphere, and that's what it was. Lots and lots of people, predominantly Trump supporters, who were parading up and down 3rd Street here, and pretty much at the moment of the inauguration, filling the sidewalk and a little bit of the grassy area on the mall. So I would estimate that crowd in about the hundreds, and they were clearly here to celebrate, perhaps witness the event. A lot of folks were able to stream the actual inaugural ceremony on their phones, and complete strangers would cluster around, and a cheer would rise when the 21-gun salute went off, for instance, indicating the inauguration was finished. A couple of chants of USA, USA, but other than that, it's just been a whole lot of people walking around, chit-chatting with each other, and as I said, describing as sort of a tailgate atmosphere down here, where had the weather not been like this and had this events not been canceled, the mall would have been filled with people. Lots of people taking selfies as well. Many of them had tickets to the outdoor events here, and one of the most popular selfies we saw people taking was standing by the security barriers, and believe me, there are a lot of them, holding up their tickets as if they went in. And we had a number of characters down here in costumes, etc. One of them was just walking by. This is Donovan. He's from Hollywood, California. The outfit got a lot of attention. I saw everybody taking photos of you. Plenty of other media have talked to Greg, but could you reflect on the day? Tell me a little bit about what your perception was, what was it like, why you're here, and your thoughts about it.
Yeah, it's history in the making. I mean, once in a lifetime thing. I mean, the greatest comeback in presidential history, in my opinion, and just had to be here.
What did you witness, and what were you doing today? You just walking around, kind of?
Walking around, just welcoming people. And wanting to welcome the president, and it was a great outcome. Everybody from around the world was here, so happy, and I breathless.
And I did notice there was not a lot of sort of counter-protest activity, as some people might have expected. A lot of security here, but really, even folks who might have had a counter message, it was all sort of polite, and people would just walk past each other. Is that what you witnessed today?
I'm so surprised, because in LA I've had people, but here I had not one bad experience. Really, I praise to Washington, D.C. I was surprised.
Well, Greg, let me tell you, there have been a lot of photos published of you today. Folks
yeah.
like the outfit. And there were other people with outfits as well. But I think Greg's a good example of sort of the festive atmosphere we saw down here today. And I keep coming back to that word, but it resonated with me because it did feel like sort of a tailgate type of celebration. A lot of people would sort of cancel plans. They would maybe in the hotel or on their phones watch the inauguration kind of as a watch party, and then wander around D.C. and simply see the sights and make a day of it. So that's what we witnessed here today on the mall. And there's still some folks wandering around despite the ice fishing kind of temperatures that are down here this evening. For now, reporting live, Scott Broom, WUSA 9. Back to you.